Spin that shit and get it all back, yeah, I'm with all that. Fuck a good and then I fall back, yeah, I'm with all that. Send a nigga where his dog at, yeah, I'm with all that. Hit the plug and never call back, bitch, I'm with all that.
We live. Welcome me, welcome you, welcome everybody to Place Under Real Pressure. And I am here with, I used to say my grandmother, but I'm gonna say my grandfather because that's what I was just told. There's new situations going on. But we're gonna let everybody introduce themselves and we just gonna go from there. You wanna start off or you wanna go this way?
I'll start off. My name's Alia, aka Lele Alamikli, aka Bailey Davenport.
Girl, I thought you was going to say whole spiel. I was ready. All right. So I am Father Chad Alamikli, legendary Chad Alamikli. Let me not forget that.
At all. Period.
I am so honored to be here today at Placed Under Pressure, Placed Under Real Pressure. And I'm going to pass it to my other daughter that came along with me today.
I'm Zoey motherfucking P. You want to know me. Legendary sorta. Yeah, not too much more to say.
Okay, so we basically here, you know, the topic fully that I wanted to present to everybody was living ballroom. Let's get to know all of you lovely ladies and pops because
let's the first time.
and let's just see how we even led up to this exciting situation that we call ballroom because I really too much don't know much about it. I was just telling y'all that all I know is boys. So, pose. I think a lot of people is misconstrued on the name of that. So it's actually just pose. Oh, okay. So let's get to who want to go first. And like the starting of like how you even came to realize where you are is where you wanted to be. Who want to go first?
Yeah, leave it.
What you talking in?
Like in general, like how did it? Okay, let's bring in more. How was it like you growing up and you realizing that this is the person you are?
So for me growing up, I think I was like just a natural born leader. I was just going through a lot of things in life, and then the group of friends that I had around me, we just kind of grew as a family, and I ended up starting my own house. Actually, they done already got high. They ready. I told them I'm trying to be professional because my boss might be watching. Hey, Erica.
Hey, Erica. Hey, Erica. No tea.
So yeah, and so it started. My mom had passed, and so I had this group of friends. They were just like around me all the time, trying to make sure I was good, trying to make sure I was okay. And I saw in each one of them so that I could pull from them. So that's how House of Dimera had came to be. It actually was an acronym deciding individuality means everyday reality acceptance. And we chose that because we were a group of people who they wanted, you know, you got your uppity gays, and then you got your gays that do too much, and then you got your gays that's like real bangy. So
what's bangy?
Bangy is like
I never heard
super
that
ghetto.
Ghetto.
Oh, okay.
Like Peter, Nikki, Ricky, all the old, all of us that used to hang out like we was the Banshee clique.
Oh.
And so we all kind of just like we grew together and we was going to the Dimera thing. It was the House of Dimera. So we were going and competing and stuff like that. They really wasn't giving us, like our due diligence. They really
so back in the day, y'all was like competing and stuff. Cause like when I came around, like we still didn't see that side of the community. Like even though I was brought in, like I was a young lesbian and I was brought in by my gay mama Mackenzie. I don't even know if she wants to be called again. I don't know.
She do.
Oh, okay. Well, then my gay. Yeah, that's my mama.
Girl, that's still a sister.
Yeah.
That's my mama.
I'm just there.
So like brought into the situation, I wasn't introduced into that side of it. I was just more or less like into like you my daughter and that's that we're Dimeras. And I've been holding on to that ever since.
And so that kind of came from the ballroom whole platform. So we started, you my daughter, I'm your grand, I'm this. That's, the family built like that, and only some of us were going to the competition parts, but you were most in the era of like parties, the after sets, and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So we were known for that in Milwaukee, and part of that was because we wasn't getting the respect that, like I said, our due diligence when we was going out, it was, oh, they're not a mainstream house, or they just a family house, or they just a kiki house, as they was called. But we were mainstream in our mindset, you know what I'm saying? We were doing stuff on a mainstream level. We were throwing balls, we were doing everything that everybody else was doing, but we wasn't getting the recognition. And that's what kind of took us so long, or took me so long to get my legendary status. I actually should be icon.
So that's
Hold on, I actually should be icon because I do have all the qualifications according to.
So there's levels.
Yeah. So that's how the Alamiki portion came onto it. I had a while ago I made a status like what like mainstream house can I kind of merge with to, get or do what I need to do as far as getting my status and bringing my kids along and getting us to where we actually should have been already. And Kenny, the overall father of Alamiki, had hit me up. We talked about some stuff, and he kind of guided me and showed me what I needed to do to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? He still, him and Will and Katrina. She's our overall mother. She's out of New York. She, I call her, ask her for advice when I need to, especially with the girls because she's a lady and they're a lady. Keep going. We cut up with each other. I kind of teach my kids that because I feel like iron sharpens iron, and if we cut up with each other, ain't no other bitch gonna be able to stand a chance with our mouths. You know what I'm saying? And that's all in the competition and everything. We do that with each other. So when we on that floor, it's natural to us.
Yeah, I'm a shit talker on record. Yeah. I ain't never been, and I know I'm a shit talker.
Right. So it's just we attract that.
But okay, so where do you fall like on the community spectrum? Because now it's a spectrum. Back in the day, it wasn't really no fucking spectrum. It was just you fucking gay.
Right.
You fucking gay. So it's like where do you fall like on the spectrum to where if it like where I'm gonna go to the next question after that, but where do you fall like on the spectrum? Does everybody want to like say or no? Like me, I'm a lesbian. I'm like I could say I'm a heterosexual lesbian because I don't like a lot of extra gay shit. But yeah, that's where I fall in the whole community spectrum.
So I'm gonna say it like this. This is what I explain to all y'all straight baby daddies that get boxes and stuff like that. Baby, what you want to do. If you decide after we do what we do and you get up and you want to wear purses and shit, that's on you. But if you decide you want to get up and still be you, then just be you. I've never came out and said, oh, I'm gay, I'm this, I'm that. I've never done that because at the end of the day, I want to be me and I want to be respected in every room I go in. So when I'm in church, respect me as Chad. Don't call me, oh, that's gay Miss Chad. You know, like we do when we friends. No, I'm not your friend at church. I'm there for a reason or for a purpose. So I want to be not put in a box, not put in the LGBTQA or none of that. I want to be Chad.
Simple, him that, because we don't still him that. Well, for me, I'm just the bitch with titties at the top. But besides, I'm just me, like what Dad said. Just me, well, I guess I identify as a trans woman, but I'm just me. Like one day you might get tomboy, one day you might get fish, one day you might get Big Frida, as in my dad say, Transaurus. But you just might, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what
you never know what'll come out of that.
Yeah. With me, I'm a heterosexual woman. I consider myself to be trans, and the reason why I identify as that because I want because I work with the youth and stuff like that, and stuff, and I got other like family members that like want to come out and stuff, and I want to be like the role model like for them, like so they know like what to go through and stuff like that. So.
Bro, but I get you, and that's real. Like that's real because I also even as a not to like people like to say that like lesbians get like the better end of the stick. I still be aware of my stigma.
Y'all do get the better end of the stick.
We really don't.
You know what us trans women go through on the daily to be saying like a male to a female.
I'm not saying your situation isn't hard, but I just hate the fact that people look at lesbians as if there is no worries you gotta climb or no barricades you gotta break down because it's rough for us too. Mm-hmm. You gotta get the bare end of the stick that like bitches just the phase. Like I've been technically let everybody else tell I've been going through my phase for like almost a good 25, 30 years now.
But that ain't no
But you let everybody else tell it. I just ain't met the right dude.
Shit, I think nowadays, like in this lifestyle, you probably ain't never gonna meet the right dude because nowadays, these dudes they want them a lesbian in the bed, they want them a transgender in the bed, and they can have like the best of both worlds. So like you never know, like.
So basically, what you said is I'll never meet that right person to the standard.
I feel like that's not what your mind is on. So when your mind is placed on girls, you're not thinking about no man. Like even if you meet the right one, you know what I'm saying? If it ain't got I can't.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm only straight when I'm drunk.
You only straight. But it's people. A lot of people like that. So do you? With people like that, do you classify them? How can I say? Is this where the standard? If a dude messes with, let's say, another dude or a trainee, do you classify them as gay?
No.
Or how should people handle that?
It's like
I feel different about that situation. I do. Because
you feel that they're gay?
First of all, yeah, because like
what is gay? I always like no, I know what it is because it's the word.
Let me finish my thought before I lose it.
Okay.
So in that situation, I feel like it's situational. I feel like
what gayness is situational.
No, if you said if a man sleeps with a transition, I mean. But you didn't cut me off, so I couldn't even get my thought out. Because I had it down, pack out, couldn't get it up. So it depends on the situation. Most straight males that I know that deal with some of the trans women that I know, and this is a known fact, most trans women are tops.
No shade. No shade.
Most, I said,
no
shade, because most
especially the working girl. So like that's why like it's situational. It depends on the type of person. Like if a dude is attracted to you.
So if it's transactional, it's not gay, but if it's pleasure,
I don't look at it. Whatever he does behind closed doors, that this is business.
Like you just be you.
Like you know what I'm saying? You being you. Like the world made the word like you know what I'm saying. We all put the word gay and identify like what is like you know what I'm saying. He's human. Like whatever he do behind closed doors is his business. So it's like, whether if you want to go fuck me, bitch, Tom, Harry, little Keisha,
y'all don't feel no type of way about that?
No.
Like, especially if you thought a dude was, I guess I'm say gay, and then you turn
around,
he got like.
I think
it's better. No, I'm just saying, like, how would do y'all get the same reaction that most females get? Like, what the fuck? Like, I thought you was with me, you with these bitches still. Like,
man, that would be mean.
Cause that's a good line.
Oh, this situation, though, baby, it's going on even now. Go ahead.
Like,
Why you be trying to kill me?
I'm not trying to kill you, but it's like, I mean, this is your time. Baby.
Cause I feel like if a
First
dude
of all-
gonna say that he's with me, I mean, I found out you with like with Zoey, or you with
what about a real girl?
tranny Keisha, with a real girl.
A real girl is okay, but if it's a
Another trans, I have a problem.
Yeah, not with a real girl
Because you can bring her to the mirror.
So that's like contradiction to me, because like, how are you accepting of it being a real girl and you consider yourself a real girl?
No,
Okay.
I
No,
don't
because like when it comes down to it,
because
when
we're
you say something to
trans.
one of the trans girls,
We're trans, so we know how.
like if I stood up and be like, bro, you crazy.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
They like be
I
mad.
hung with these bitches. I be around these bitches, so I know half of these bitches. So it's like I know what's your T, bitch. I know how you get down. You're nasty. So therefore, if a nigga comes back to me and say he fucking, you know, a few other of the girls, and I know them, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But it's
I'm actually
okay
going through that
if it's a
situation now with my boyfriend. Me and my boyfriend been together a full year. Like,
But it's okay for a real girl.
Yeah, I'd rather take a real girl because
we don't even know them.
we don't talk to gay boys, so I talk to hood niggas. So I'm expecting you to still like pussy. I'm the one who broke you out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So you think?
So you
Yeah.
don't.
No, it's just saying like, you know, a nigga tell you like, okay, I slept with some, but you didn't know the bitch I'm in public with type shit like.
So
You know
that
what I'm saying?
makes a
Bumped around,
difference.
like, we social media, bitch, you ain't never seen me with no
Does that
motherfucking
make
chat.
a big difference with the dude when he takes you out in public versus?
Yeah, because you're my nigga
Smash.
now. You're my nigga, especially if my T is clockable. Like, bitch, you're 7, bitch, you're 6'5", bitch, we can tell you a nigga. Like, if my T is clockable and you out in public with me and still like, this is my bitch, you're my nigga. You're my nigga. If you able to say that, like, this is my bitch and I love my bitch, like, shit trans, like, you're my nigga. So if you go cheat, bitch, we have a problem. Where it's just like, bro, I'm fucking him on the low. Bitch, you got 4 baby mamas, bitch, 7 kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just fucking him on the low. I don't care if it goes to you. Just when I call for dick, pick up the phone.
So it's okay. I always wanted to know that because you know, like when the girls and the real girls get into it, because you know that always comes up when the real girls get into it with the girls. Like, but when you are the receiving end of not knowing that the real girl coming to you, like how does that make y'all feel? Like it's okay because she real fish and I ain't gotta worry about that.
I ain't never had that problem.
I have fish come attack me before. I have. Mind your business.
No, I'm just wondering because
Yeah, I had fish come attack me before. Yeah, I had fish come like, you know what I'm saying? I had a bitch want to pull up on me and fight me. Like, it's my fault.
how do you feel about that though? Like,
I laugh at it because it's like, bitch, it's not my fault. I don't owe you no loyalty. I don't know you. That's your nigga. He's the secret. Like, I'm out. Bitch, the world know about me. He's the secret. So, bitch, fuck is you trying to fight and get into it with me for? Like, you're sound like a clown, bitch. It's circus.
And then when you beat her up, she want to say you a man.
Yeah, and that's first thing when you scrape her off her feet. No, that's the nigga. That's the nigga. It was still born a nigga. You can be fished out. I just think straight. Like, I didn't see a bitch like pussy down, go to pussy down, titties down, like she a full girl. And so when she fight real fish, it's, oh.
William said, "Hey y'all."
Hey.
But yeah, so how did it come to be for this situation? Like with the whole, okay, how did y'all all meet y'all mothers? So I should say of the community to come into that situation. Cause mine was a little different. Like I was just coming out of school one day and we found out that a whole bunch of kids hang at this one place called PQ. And we all just went.
Now.
Yeah, so we all just went over there. We used to just hang, and then that's how I told y'all how I met Mackenzie. Mackenzie was like, I met Mackenzie, and back in the day, she used to be called Lumi, but I don't know what she called now. I think it's like
Mackenzie.
no, the
Tall
other person was
woman.
Lumi, the short one.
Okay, yeah, woman.
Is it Precious?
Precious now.
Precious P or something like that. And we was all just down in PQ, and Mackenzie came to me and said, "Bitch, you my daughter. That's that. We Demiras and all that." And that's how I came to my.
Even with that, at that time, so if you recall, Carlos them and all of them that was running PQ at the time, they were House of Monroe. So it was like House of Monroe, and then was House of Dimera.
Oh, and that's also my cousin. My cousin is Monroe. So I kind of do a little bit.
Right.
Of
So
Money
Money Monroe is not part of House of
that.
Monroe.
Oh,
She was
okay.
with us. That was, our girl. And so
Oh, okay.
that was just her little name thing. But she wasn't like affiliated with Carlos and Tiana that much. But we didn't have access to PQ because we was already out doing our stuff, you know what I'm saying? But my kids did. So they were obligated or delegated to recruit at the PQ. And that's how we would get the newer kids to come in and start coming to the house and all that kind of stuff. And
So how did all of y'all meet your mothers and fathers?
Well, for me, he used to work. He's my mentor in my school, so I was bad, like terrible bad. And they like Chad Dimera, and ever since then he's been there. We lost touch for like a year or so. It was due to my dad issues, my real dad. So we lost touch for a year. Then I think he contacted me on social media. I found him on social media, and I contacted him. And ever since then, he's been my dad. It's been like 3 years now.
And so like, a lot of the kids I met through
since we've been back.
through the schools and stuff like that, I would like start different programs or be doing things because I do a lot of community outreach. Which, in case I did listen, I am the community outreach coordinator for Health Connections Incorporated now. So it kind of elevated what I do. I do it at a different level, and so that's why I'm not smoking. Hey, Erica. I don't do none of that. And just in case you watch, you know what I'm saying. This one.
Hey cousin, hey Marcus,
Right.
Marcus Keith.
Keith on there.
Yeah.
Hey. And so I just met different ones at different areas. Like I could just see somebody and I could see something that connects, and I'm like, that's gonna be one of my kids.
So how did you meet your parents?
Oh. So
Take us back. Give us the time portal.
Jesus.
Take us back.
My mother,
Take us back.
her name is Brandon Thornton on Facebook. But
Okay.
it still look like she about 20 years old.
Okay.
And like we was like me and Marla clicked, me, Crystal Collins, which was my sister and all that kind of stuff. Nate, all this, we were like, but we was in a choir. We was in this one community choir. And Brandon had came to a rehearsal. And this was before he was our mom. So we were like, we're trying to see who this is, because, she coming there, hair down her back, real, like Aaliyah rap. And so we all like, who is this? And so our director happened to be late. Long story short, he was our director's friend. And so he got up there and was saying something, and we all like, who the fuck she think she's talking to? We was like that type of people, like on that. And so Mouth was just outrageous, was letting everybody have it. When she got to us, she was like, you gonna be my daughter. You gonna be my daughter. She just like, and then we like, yo, daughter. We didn't know nothing about none of that. You know what I'm saying? We was at a choir rehearsal. And come to find out,
You ain't used to motherfuckers
this
talking.
thing ain't no joke. She ain't no joke. Like, she hails from Atlanta, Georgia, but she moved up here, and she's still like, you wouldn't think she as old as she is.
We can tell you old.
Hey, she said hey. Monte said hey, y'all.
Hey.
And Marcus said hey, Chad.
Hey, babe.
So how did you meet your parents?
Me, I'm originally from Rockford, Illinois. I've been staying in Milwaukee for 6 years. And how I met this one, I knew who Chad was because Chad used to come down to Rockford and stuff, because he knows some of the same people that I know, and stuff. So then I think it was after a show and stuff, he was selling stuff. Yeah, so I got down with a show. And this is that's why I'm performing every fourth Saturday, okay? Yeah. And then Chad was like, yeah, you finna be my daughter. Like, but this when he was first getting like Alan offering ourselves. I was the last of the Demiras going into the Alameda. So then I was like, okay, and I came over to his house, and stuff, and it was correct.
Oh my God.
It was like everybody that I cause I already been seeing Cuddy around and stuff, and we was already cool and stuff, and then he was Ricardo was over there. I said, oh, okay, and so then I got to meet like some more of the kids, so and then it just hit it off like that, and so I think me and Chad hit it off because we act just alike a little bit. Yeah. But he always there, so I listen to him. Like, he always pushing me. Yeah. Oh yeah, and please get your tickets like the Saucy Santana June 1st. I will be performing. I'll be opening up for Saucy Santana.
Period. Fucking period. Yeah, and like even though I don't know like.
And I'll be opening up for Sexy Red.
Period.
Well, I was gonna say it.
Even though like I don't know like the whole lineage and all of that other stuff, but like the few people that Mackenzie did introduce me to, and then like let me know like this your auntie, this your uncle, and that's that. Like I've always kept up with that, even if I've seen them out in the street. We still give each other hugs, and I can guarantee you we probably really don't know each other. We just know like that's Mackenzie's daughter. Like, so like is it that type of refreshing of having that this family versus the family you were born into?
Absolutely. I think that we call it your chosen family. Mm-hmm. Sometimes your chosen family gonna stick to you way harder than your blood family.
No shade.
And your chosen family is somebody that you chose.
Right.
A lot of times when people, I rarely go to be like, you gonna be my daughter. I do that to certain people.
When you get that feeling.
Yeah, because I get just that connection, that type of thing. But I always tell people that, like, I want to be in your house, but so-and-so asked me, and I want to be, I don't know what I want to do. I said, you choose. You always choose your leader. Don't let nobody just choose you because.
They just said, I want you to be my daughter.
Exactly. You need to choose because you know what you need. Only you know what you need. So, like, if you see me in a space and you're looking for a parent or a house parent or something like that, and it's 3 or 4 house parents, right? You can almost tell who's going to be able to supply you with what or give you what. Who's going to have you out here doing this, and who's going to.
So, what is considered a bad house mother or father?
I'll let them say what they gonna say. What do you consider?
How do you like determine who's a bad house mother or father? Like, what is one?
I feel like because when you usually get your kids, they're younger. We're going through things with our real family. Like, mine could say, like, growing up, I stayed with my dad more often. So it was like me coming out, it wasn't as fun. It wasn't as, me and my dad, like, head to head, like, never got along. So when I met Chad, it was like he gave me the attention as a real father. Like, he showed me the vast ways, like, you know what I'm saying? How then I was going through a time where I act out, like I was wilding out, which I wanted to fight anybody. Everybody can get it because I was hurt. And he seen that in me. He was like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't always about taking a bitch head off your shoulders. Calm down, like, you know what I'm saying? He started showing me love, and it's like, okay, now I'm starting to get my life together. Now, don't get me wrong, I still put a bitch on her back. Okay. But, like, I'm starting to calm down when he's starting to, you know what I'm saying? But
fucking period.
I still give my real dad his props. He's stepping it up. He is. But,
and that's what's up. How do you dictate what a good one or a bad one is?
Me, I can't really I can tell just when a bad one is, but I know like a good parent, they always gonna like uplift you. Like, they gonna put you in circles that you thought you was never gonna sit in and stuff like that. They're always gonna be there like for you. Like with me, I have both my parents didn't get a household, but like sometimes I feel like unseen because I'm the middle child, like, so I got my older brother and I got my little brother. So they always gravitated like to them and stuff. And I always used to do like what I want to do. Like, I stayed in my room, the majority of the time. It's like when people was outside playing basketball, so I used to walk around the corner and stuff like with my Walkman. I used to go dance, just
gay.
just to do what I want to do, like to clear my head because I felt unseen, I felt invisible like sometimes, like just to my parents because they had like 2 other kids, But like now, it's like when I came out to like transitioning, so my dad wasn't too heavy on it. My mom was, but but the thing was, my mom and dad was still married and stuff, and he kind of turned her against me and stuff. But like over the years, like past, my mom's like one of my biggest supporters. My mom be at all my shows, like everything. And it's like when I go back home, my dad, he talks to me and stuff like that. I remember one time he was on the phone like with one of his friends, and he was like, "Let me get off the phone with my daughter here." Like I was like, but like Chad is one of the realest house parents you ever gonna find. He's the he's a good house parent, a parent, and I think like a bad house parent, they're not gonna do half of the stuff that he does.
My big dog.
Oh, I thought you was talking your weed. What was you saying?
This my dog for real. Like I love my dad. Like I call my dad every day, bro. We just breathe down on the phone. Just go at it. Like this is my dog for real. Like I love my dad. Like and we didn't grow to bond over the years where it's like this is my dad and nobody can tell me shit.
And that's what's
And
up.
don't
Like,
breathe too hard because I'm gonna knock you out.
do y'all figure like y'all coming out was worse than your transition come out?
No, mine wasn't. My family just real judgmental. So I told my dad first. My dad was the first person I told. It was in the heat of a moment, but like it wasn't. It's just my family real judgmental, and that's why I'm the first. I always was 4. My dad gave me what the fuck I wanted. I was his first. I was on the child until I was like 13. So my dad gave me what I wanted. I was 4, but it was like when I came out, it was just like real judgmental, and it was like where it's like, bitch, I don't want to be here no more. Like suicidal type of don't want to be here. So it's like, yeah, that's when I met Chad, and he was just like, it don't feel like that. Like, it don't feel like that. It ain't that deep. Like, you gonna go on with your life. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta.
More of the story just gone.
You know, hey, you getting grown now. It was like, but it was like, I was young. I met Chad I was like 14. I'm 21 now. I've been doing chess since I was 14. So, and then, like,
Low key me too.
Yeah,
Right.
right. I'm 21 now. I've been my dad since I was 14. Plus another 30.
Nah, but I think my coming out, like it was bad, but it wasn't bad. Like, cause I was staying in Madison at the time, and I came out and said I was transitioning on Facebook. So my auntie threw a whole big family meeting. Like it was like big, like she called some of everybody. My uncle called like from jail. Like everybody was like just sometime and it was like my auntie. I can say my auntie and my granny, they basically like they helped me be like understanding like who I am because they always had me. So like I was always like with them. And it's like when I wasn't with them, it was like okay. Like my auntie told my mom and them when I was a kid, it was like I don't know, Whoopi gonna be a little. So, but then it's like when I kind of hurt my little brother's feelings when I came out too because my little brother was about to graduate.
What the fuck up to the shop?
Yeah.
What the hell is going on?
Like to the shop.
My little brother, he wanted me to take my weave on my head, everything like to come to his graduation, and I said no. I was gonna change mine so like it comes to this year graduation stuff, and then like that used to eat me up because I know my little brother wanted I just had his graduation,
At the bottom of my
Don't
distracted.
I
I'm gonna fold this back up.
I'm gonna say I do what I can. I want to pick it up.
Oh no, they did. Just trying to distract them people.
Yeah, but I think for the most part though, like I'm not coming out of like what's good because like majority of my family like they was like support. They was like we already know. But like if y'all know, okay, cool. But like I'm happy I get to live my life. They support me when I go back home and stuff and I do a show. Baby, they be the front.
You feel like it's the best version of y'all, like you get the best love this way than
before now.
Yeah. I think I get the best love all the time. Shoot, because with me being an entertainer, so I've been entertaining like for 10 years. I know majority of my family they call me the superstar, so that's how they see me. So like they be like, okay, yo, what?
I got a contact. I didn't touch it though, Erica.
You definitely get good contact off there. It wouldn't have. No, but
They can hear you. What did you whisper
yeah,
for?
but no. So let's get into like this whole ballroom situation. Like, how did it come about? Like y'all first introduction into it. See, I was never introduced into it. I heard about it.
So it was here when he was around.
I heard about it.
We were doing the
I used to do the closest I've ever got to it is drag shows.
Okay.
So that's the closest I've ever got. I've been to those like up and down, so you can't do it no more. I've been to all of those, but I've never actually been to.
I'm tired of the bitches.
So I'm definitely gonna make sure I need you here August 10th, August 19th, and 11th is Milwaukee Awards Ball weekend, and so it's gonna be 3 balls, like Kiki Ball Friday, the Awards Ball Saturday, and then an aftermath that Sunday.
Okay.
So it's 3 big events, and I definitely invite you and the viewers to come out and support and see how Milwaukee's ballroom has evolved from then to now.
Okay.
I'm
definitely interested.
myself, mother TT Mizrahi, who is Ricardo, who is also one of my children, and a couple of other people that have helped cultivate the ballroom scene here. And now we're doing what?
Like what is ballroom? Like what is it? Is it just like what you seen on toys, like a bunch of
It's so much more.
Why I can't help it. I'm saying.
So there's like I don't really want to get into like all like it's history to it. It's not. It's again it's situation. So it's like so many things we could talk about.
You gonna get us locked in? We can't say that.
Like I said, it's just so much history when it comes to ballroom. Like it actually started from trans women that were. I'm just summing it up, so don't try to correct me. Do it on your own time. But it started from trans women who were in pageants and whatever pageant system it was at the time, and they were getting treated. They basically felt like they could never win because they were going to put against real women or cis women or whatever you want to call it.
So are real women included?
Right. So she could have been beautiful, gown down, won every category, and because you were born woman, you would win. They wouldn't give it to a trans woman. So they started a platform. It was underground. So they started doing like their own. That's how the category started coming about. It was more
like real pageants.
Yeah, but it was for trans people, trans women. And then they started being inclusive of everyone. I'm just trying to bring it up, give a little history out. So in case I missed something, y'all can correct that later. So it kind of evolved from that, then like categories. So it's just like in a pageant, categories. That's what that is. You had to bring it like, so you had to do a presentation. You had to do this. You had to do that, and that's kind of how the ballroom kind of platform has started to arise like that. So, of course, us in Milwaukee, the leaders here in Milwaukee, we took what we had learned from ballroom, from the Dimera days and our road days and all that kind of stuff, and we took it to a level to where now we're mainstream and we're competing in mainstream events all over. We're state to state. My girls are state to state. They competed and won, all that kind of stuff. So like,
I'm saying staying coast to coast.
Ooh, coast is the soul. So they used to give the girls a little ash. But like, yeah, like, so back to when you talk about being a good parent and a bad parent or bad parent experience, a good parenting to me is pushing your kids to be on a level that you're on or to supersede what you're doing. You always want to see greatness in your kids. Like if you're gonna pick somebody to be your child and you can't impart nothing into them, why?
Right.
Why beat a dead horse? You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if somebody like a lot of my kids like, oh, I want to go be this. I want to go be in this house. I want to go be. I do that to them because if you feel I can't teach you nothing, if you don't got a reachable or teachable spirit, you don't need to be around me anyway. I don't want nobody that I can't just tell them nothing. A lot of people have issues with me as having her as my daughter because they be like, she do this, she do too much, she do this. But y'all don't know our history. Y'all don't know that like when she was in school, they wouldn't even let her in the building until I got there. And when I used to go on my lunch break, they used to let me. I had to sign her out and take her with me to my office. Am I lying?
Oh.
And you ain't supposed to do that in school.
So you was the one Monique was talking about.
He wasn't my parents, so they used to have to.
You was the one Monique was talking about impressions, so each one teach one, bitch, everyone was like that teacher.
I was coming to work one day, and the principal called me, can you please hurry and get here? Her and her real father was in the office boxing. Like boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's been, they don't know the history and how I was able to like get her to calm down and do what she needs to do. Now I'm not saying that I'm her savior.
Right.
I'm not saying that, but it's a level of respect. So like, if I tell her to do something, she gonna talk shit. That's what she do. But she still has a level of respect for me because I respect her.
Right.
I respect all my kids. I've never tried to sleep with any of my kids. I'm saying that publicly.
Yeah.
I've never tried to sleep with any of my kids. I never smoked drugs with any of my kids. I've never sat up here and drank cocktails or none of that with any of my kids. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that's the only good parenting thing to do, but that's just my way of parenting. If I wanted to smoke, it's going to be with who I want to do it with, not with my kids.
Right.
Because I feel like when you open up them type of doors, now I'm your friend, I'm your Judy. Mm-hmm. And when I'm serious, you're not going to listen to me. Mm-hmm. So I want to be like on point and serious at all times. Like we keep in camera all the time, but they know like if I'm serious, even in a text, even if we're in a group chat, if I'm serious, they'll know. But if we just going back and forth, they know when I'm kikiing too. So it's like, they just know our spirit, no spirit. You know what I'm saying? We all kind of vibe off of each other. But when it comes to respect, if you disrespectful, you got to deal with all the kids.
So when it comes to ballroom, how many kids do you fucking get?
I couldn't even. I have kids all out of state. I have grandkids out of state that's doing wonderful things. I have kids that have joined other houses and stuff. But let me tell you this. Every kid that y'all got in your house, y'all got me in there because they act just like me. And if you try them, baby, I'm telling you, it's just like the oil, it just falls down, it just rolls down. You put oil on something, it just get on you, and it is just, that's what you are, that's who you are. So I'm keen on like, you know, again, I'll go back to like where they used to call us the misfits. And some people call like this is a whole new generation of kids. And they say, I've heard that, you know, so they call them the misfits. But guess what? They're the ones that's going out of town. They're the ones that state to state. They're the ones that's winning. They're the ones that make the balls the balls. It is my kids.
So when it comes to ballroom, out of all of the names and houses you've had, how many, like, because I heard that there's like titles. How many titles have you held with all of your homes?
So I've always been the head person, CEO of Alamiki. I'm just the chapter father, but I still have Dimera. I've never like just disbanded my house because I have a lot of kids that aren't Alamikis. I still have a whole slew of kids that only identify as Dimera. They only want to do Dimera stuff. But if I tell them to come, they'll come. That type of thing. If I need them there, they're going to show up because of the bond we had and because of, again, the respect. We've slept in the bed together and they didn't have to worry about me trying to touch them. Versus one of the parents that was getting high with their kids and then they did something there. That type of thing. So I've never had to deal with that situation. So when people tell like vicious lies and stuff like that, and I feel like I need to address this publicly because somebody was going around saying that I be sleeping with my kids and I do this. Never. I would never do that.
In no house. Neither house.
Other houses, it's fair.
No, I'm talking about your house.
No, Dimera
Like,
or Alamiki,
oh,
never.
okay.
Never have I ever tried to come on to any of my kids. Never have I ever tried to entice them or do anything with them like that. None of that.
So basically all this entails or stems from ballroom, like the houses and or was this a situation that was going on before the whole, I guess, ballroom scene to now that is dwindled to what you call it at first? Gay boys swirling.
You can say that
I
because
can't
like
say the other
it's
way.
something about when a man, if they identify you as being gay or whatever, and they see you with a younger male or be with a male all the time, they automatically assume, oh, you must be touching him, you messing with him, or you paying them, and all that kind of stuff. Like, and that's not the case. Bitch, I don't want her.
I'm 14. It's like when they look at the gay community, the older is like, oh, you touching on that little boy, you gay,
Yeah, they all have
gay,
to
he
assume
was
that.
gay, then he see me with this, like, bro.
Yeah, I have
Not knowing he was actually
one of my close friends who I call my sister. She actually has a 13-year-old who is a flaming knew something, like flaming, and he always want to come over my house. I'll be like, no, it'd be too many people in my house, and he feel like I'm treating him some type of way. I'm treating you this way because I'm protecting you.
Right, because
I don't want you around all that. It's too much. Yeah, so like that's being a parent. You gotta know how to give limits and create barriers for different people and different things. You know what I'm saying? So it's just again it's that situational. Like you come over when I'm here and my kid here, Zion. Hey Josh. That's my other daughter.
Say hi everyone.
Hello.
Hey sister.
We live. You can
We
say
on
hey, we
a
live.
podcast.
It was like, oh, really?
She used to be in live too.
This shit is serious.
See all my kids go right into a read. They all go right into a read.
No, but on the outside looking in, even by me still being in the community, I feel like that type of stuff is kind of closed off unless like you're into like drag or something like that. Like that whole situation is closed off to the rest of the community because we don't really get to see that side. Even as growing up, I grew up with a lot of everybody, to be honest. Like, but yeah, I still was never introduced to ballroom.
Right. So let me say this. Ballroom is not just for us.
Yeah.
Ballroom is for everybody. There's something for everybody in ballroom.
Even
For
straight people?
Yes.
Yes.
It's something for everybody. And the reason why a lot of people or a lot of you don't know too much about ballroom because y'all don't show up. All you gotta do is show up because we advertise it. It be out there, it be on all the social media platforms, everything. But it's gonna take for y'all to show up and actually put yourself in a position to actually see it. This was it February for National HIV Awareness Day. We did what's called the Ono Call. And we had a panel the Wednesday before where we invited people that wanted to know what ballroom was, or we just felt like, especially the agencies that supposed to serve the community that we are.
What are the agencies?
So like agencies, like when I say agency, I'm talking about.
Is that like Sheba?
So Sheba is in the agency.
Oh.
Sheba is diversity resilient.
Okay, that's all I really know. Hey, Sheba.
Yeah, so diversity resilient.
I can't even go, but I know.
Vitamin Health, 16th Street Clinic.
Well,
all those agencies.
Yeah, we want
like
to
that.
jump after this.
So, so shut up.
It's older you, bitch.
The she is throwing me off.
Okay.
This Wayne.
Okay. You throwing that off. Okay.
Shut up. But like it's for everybody. So you, like I said, just show up, just be in a space. That panel was to educate people on what ballroom really is and what it is evolving to be, and how it actually affects the work that they do in their centers. You know what I'm saying? Their community-based organizations. So
yeah, and then the things like with ballroom, we put out the categories and stuff. So thing is, you can add, you can actually see which category is like for who. Like, okay, I'm like Girl Like Me, they always call me a femme queen. But when they say women's, like that's for women.
So what's a femme queen?
Huh? yeah, that.
What's a butch queen then?
That.
Bitch, I am not no bush queen.
So real girls is just they call women.
yeah.
Like category for women.
So like if you walking by, it'll be women's body.
And what do you
Women's
mean by
body.
walk?
So that's like you're competing. You're walking around
Like
like
a catwalk.
Yeah,
That's
you
whole
serve your stuff.
You just walk.
Yeah,
Like,
you just walk.
Like if you walk
like
in
if you
sex,
was walking
just
sex
walk.
or you walking sexy.
You just walk in sexy and just show them that like y'all can come off this panel and fuck you, bitch. That's how bad I'm
Yeah.
Oh.
And you win money and you win.
You look actually probably kid pretty. Like definitely.
So yes.
Sex on the other hit you a fool.
Yeah, and body.
Yeah, you got a body. You ain't got no booty.
So yeah, so out of all the ballroom stuff, like living through, because we are coming up on our time too. So living through ballroom, is it like basically just normal life and ballroom just happens and is like basically like a good family reunion to the whole
I think that's what it is.
community situation?
I think it is when everybody show up. So it ballroom can be very stressful when it comes to the competing part of it, and trying to, especially for a parent that's trying to get everybody to show up and in the planning and all that kind of stuff. And you want everybody to look the part. Then you have to deal with all the different type of attitudes and the mouths and all that kind of stuff. And you want to try to get everybody on one page so we can all put our best foot forward. That's why a lot of times I didn't even invite my kids to the ball. I went out there and walked and won. And let me say this, I've never been chopped my whole ballroom career. Never.
Chopped is when like you get canceled, like
When
get
you
up
don't
out.
get your teams. I've never been chopped.
Oh,
I didn't win all my battles, but I've never been chopped. And I'm not saying that to brag or anything like that. I'm saying that because every time when I got out there, I prepared to get out there, I put my best foot forward. And that's what I try to tell them. Like, we go over the categories, I go, listen, bitch, you need to do this, you need to do. I give them suggestions. I let them twerk it and do what they want to do themselves, but I always try to say, let me see what that's going to look like.
Right.
Let's see, because at the end of the day, you're representing not only our Milwaukee chapter and me as a parent, but you're representing the overall house of, you know, Alan Meekley, Ms. Rahi, and Gorgeous Gucci, and all these different houses. So I teach them to do that. I want them to be like leaders. I want them to go out there like I would go out there. I'm not going to go out there, dial down, and then you come out looking like Lord Farquaad. You know what I'm saying?
did you ever get that? I was waiting to pull that one out.
Bitch, you gotta be great on me. I feel like you have it in
I'm just playing, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just like a school where you
Ricardo
take.
said, come on now, I've never been chopped.
Right, I've never been chopped. Dead ass, in and out of town.
I've
never been
seen
chopped.
some of your costumes for this. Like, where do you get like the inspiration, and how do you like put all
That
this
bitch
stuff
always
together?
think outside the box.
So-
That's what I love about her.
So the category I walk is called Bazaar. And they'll give a list. So like they'll say bring it as, so one they got, the one that I'm preparing for now, I'm gonna say that. It's like Coca-Cola versus Pepsi.
So they tell you the category ahead of time.
Right. And so that's how you prepare for the upcoming event. And I'm sorry, I'm also preparing for the Midwest Awards Wall, but I already got a little something. I just need to tweak to walk for that. But you take your idea and you elevate it. Versus like for fashion, you put a whole bunch of shit on, you're supposed to edit.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to my category, I put a whole bunch of shit on and I keep putting shit on. And keep putting shit on and keep putting shit on.
So it's like
And then
that's
I-
over the top.
and then
Like,
I
it's
light
always
it
like
up.
over the top. Like,
My biggest thing is traveling out of state. It'd be hard for me because I need 2 people to go with me. I need people to like help me attach shit when I get there. And it don't be no room in the car because it take up the whole trunk and the back seat. It'd be like, it's a lot. And then when you get out of town, they be like, Bazaar, 1 trophy. And
So
then
you only get one. You did all that for just one.
1 trophy.
Yeah, shit.
Every once in a while,
you will spend.
Detroit gave me $500. I ain't gonna jack. A couple other places gave me a $250 here. Minnesota gave me $1,000. But it's most of the time 1 trophy. And I spent well over
that little.
$1,500, $2,000 on my look.
So
Everywhere.
in ballroom, is it just about the money?
No.
See, telling you still.
Like I explained to them because I got a lot of kids that get mad when they get chopped and stuff. It's about the moment you make. When you get up to that judge's panel, you make your moment. Especially if you know they're gonna chop you.
And I
They
give it
give
up
it
every time. It's not one time thing.
And that's what they keep
And they
doing.
live for me. No shade.
They go to that category just to see somebody giving it up. So it's about the moment you make for me. Like, I ain't won them all. It's time.
So is every
I feel like they
category
cheated
get some
me.
money, or is it?
Hell no, shit. Girl, I be wearing $4,000 gowns, like, just for glitz and glam. $4,000 that I have spent like on a gown, like just the like the base of the gown, jewels, like for somebody to stone it, like all that, be $4,000, and it's just a trophy. Like sometimes you will probably get like $250, $200, like $100, baby. That ain't covering it, like for me. And then,
So what do you do with this?
And you gonna bring this, you don't want to get chopped, so you gonna
What you
really
with me, like I use my stuff like for drag too because I perform. So the thing is, like, plus I run for pageants. So all my stuff, like I'm trying to get my money back. Like, baby, all that money I just spent for this, and then I just won a pageant. Then this pageant just gave me only $100. No, baby, I'm trying to get all my money back. So, but I'm gonna keep wearing the motherfucker.
It's about
Ricardo
the
said it's a component, but it ain't always about the win. But promoters have to start putting the investment where they see the people thriving.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
She's gonna get technical. Just
That's wrong.
No, but I just wanted to know that because you know, I had Montel on here. Roderick, shout out to Roderick Montel, Infinity Ross. He was also on here with Devin, and like I know what he does. Devin, the set king, Devin. I feel like
do not look at me.
right, like you just
No, because when he said Montel, I was thinking when he said Devin, and I'm thinking like if we was talking about Aaron, I'm thinking about Club Her Devin. I'm like, where's she been at?
No, I haven't seen too. I know
Right,
something
like,
I have not seen too. But no, like, and you know, Marcel was in a different like part of that, and he was explaining that what he do is something similar to ballroom, but not ballroom. Right. So I was just saying, like, how does like what he does and what ballroom is it like what separates it?
What did he do? What did he say?
He did what you do.
Drive.
Oh,
Like
like
pageant
yeah.
So, like, remember, like I said, Ballroom actually came from pageantry.
Mm-hmm.
So, it all kind of coincides. That's why the category she walked in glitz and glam, it was designed for the pageant girl. So there's opportunity for Broderick to
But
walk.
what,
Broderick
like,
I'm sorry, Mattel actually walks runway.
Mm-hmm.
He's a house editor. So like, there's really nothing that really separates it other than they get tips and they do like, they provide what you going for.
Yeah. So we get guarantee money.
Right.
It's
Bookings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
ask Zoe about her best category.
McCarl said that.
Yeah.
What's your best category?
Sex siren.
Who's your favorite sex siren? No,
don't give it.
I'm not the moderator.
Why they fall out about Evan? And
No, I didn't know.
And
I didn't know
they
which
about-
Evan. It was not.
Who said that? Who said that?
and they about her category, Chuck Rose, legendary Chuck Rose.
Oh,
What? Baby, please. Can you come and sit with me?
oh.
Cause they said how you gave it up at that PNG ball. Respucia 3.0.
No, but I just really wanted to know what was the difference, but you said this is basically not
Yeah, like they
different,
get
it's
booked. They're showcasing their talents. It's the lip sync, basically. Hold on. Hold on.
So they don't lip sync in ballroom?
So they're right in categories.
They
But I'm saying like theirs is more like they get booked to come perform. They're performing, they're lip syncing. When it comes to ballroom, you're more competing. That's really the only difference.
So can anybody come and just compete?
Yeah.
No, I mean like random.
Yeah. So like you be as long as a double
No, Granny can't come compete. They just had like I think at the beginning of this year, they had a ball like for 15 and and it was grandpas out there doing sex siren and all that. Like that shit, I was like, come on, let me tell my granny. Yeah.
Papa, what's that?
Then my sisters. Zoe category is all you can eat. McDonald's icon.
Oh.
Just kidding. Then my sisters.
She gave it up on you. Oh, wait a minute. She ain't been quiet in a long time. So you better give it up on you like that. Oh.
No, but so I guess that's like a way of endearment for y'all, because me and my sisters and my cousins do the same shit.
No, that's how me and her is. Like we be oil and water. Don't get me wrong.
Like not the worst big sister, but like she's irritating. Like annoying big sister. She's annoying, like real life annoying. And I love her down because I know as a sister, like she's been a big sister, but it's like, girl, shut up sometimes. Like that's how it is.
Well, I'm grateful, even though I wasn't actually introduced to it. I'm grateful that there is a place where people can go and actually find people to be.
Yeah, like I don't have an older sister, and I always want an older sister. So now that I have a Leia, like me and my sister, I talk to her. I don't have a big sister. Like I got two older brothers. I have sisters, but they younger than me. Like no, for real. Like I have little sisters. Like both of my oldest, like is boys. So like to be a girl, like now I'm a big sister to my real little sister. So it's like, but to like,
I get what you're trying to get. I get what you're trying to get.
not to be trans woman into a woman, like it's like okay.
You like
there's
the
an
fact
older,
that,
like a higher girl. Like I want an older sister now.
and I'm glad like there's places like that, because I remember when I was working at this one the boys' home. I even called you about a child who needed some type of guidance in that area, because the stuff that he or whatever, I don't know what she want to be called now, he or she, her, whatever they were doing, I didn't want it to be when it could be someone who can actually help you through it. So I'm glad like you be on that type of stuff where you can actually say you've actually mentored many kids in this category and genre of
especially
the community.
Especially when you hook on to someone older when you're younger. You hook up to someone older, it's like, especially not having love and not being satisfied, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard. Like, damn, I feel less. I don't feel love. And to meet other people that, bitch, I don't know you from Adam and Eve, to come in and love you is like dope. Like, it's fucking fun. Like, when I feel it down, I call Big Dude. And he gonna know all. Like, he gonna always know how to make me smile. He always gonna know how to make me laugh. I could be in the middle of beating a bitch up, like, and he's in my ear talking about, oh, Hogan, stop. Like, all I can do is laugh, because it's like, he know what to do to take me from here to here, and it's like, and I love him for that, and I love all of them for that. Like, all my sisters, dope. Jasmine, shout out to my girl, Ty, Big Ty, what's up? Shout out to my sisters and the rest of the family.
That's your niece, girl. Why you talking about your sister?
Yeah, but I'm just grateful that we've had people like that, because even by you bringing in my mother and she bringing me in, and it was just something that, you know, even still to this day, I see you, I still give you the same respect and show you as if like you was real. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
because I used to, out the gate, that's fine.
Right.
Like, and that was that.
That's okay.
So, again, I'm going to give you your flowers now, even if most people won't give them to you. I'll give them to you now, because a lot of people don't give you what you're looking for while you here. And so you might as well just, you know, hit you with that. And I appreciate everybody, too, for coming on and, you know, also telling their side of how they came into this lovely house of, how you say yours?
Alan
Alamically.
Yeah. It's a pair of glasses. It's like very expensive.
He should have came up to me, I was sitting on the floor. You got a daddy.
I was know.
You said, well, get up there, hold my head.
I know you said you didn't have the invitation. We're extending the invitation to you now. We do want you to come and kind of sit in and be a part and do the stuff what I talked to you about as far as, you know, what we talked to you about.
I'm down.
And stuff. But all about the arms, things and stuff.
We go to his house. After the ball, we go to his house and we rewatch.
Just like it.
A key,
you know, we say a turkey and dressing at the same.
Okay, we'll say that.
You like, you good, and we go after the ball, and it be fun, like, we all that on. We have to meet the rest of them.
Okay, then. I'm glad y'all gonna see it when I go. I'm gonna like film the whole thing, so
just have fun.
see what it's there.
It's lit. It's gonna be lit.
Because I'm pretty sure that since I'm even in the community and still ain't never been to this shit, so I'm pretty sure the people who have it would just love to see like how this shit unfolds and how fun it could actually be for everybody.
You might have to set you up a section for awards ball weekend. Like bring some of your background stuff and just have you like.
Oh, I actually got some stuff planned. We can talk because I got some stuff planned for you. Yeah. So just be on the lookout for your girl, because I can do what I do. So yeah, so just keep a lookout for everybody. Do anybody got anything like that they want to like get out and tell everybody that you got coming up, or you know where they can find y'all at? Because you know you said you like.
I got one thing to say. Ricardo, your fat ass pull some shit like that again. Don't think I forgot you fat roast chicken, big body, buffet ass bitch. No.
Me, you can find me on Facebook at Alea, AALEH Hughes. You can find me on IG at Alea_diva. And please just check out my stuff. Like, you know, I'm always all over the place, you know, so. But like, definitely check me out at SLC Santana, June 1st. I'll be opening.
That's at the rave, right?
Yes.
And then for me, we got a lot of stuff coming up, but most importantly, Milwaukee Awards Ball Weekend. You do not want to miss it. The Kiki Ball.
It's gonna be off the chain because it's hosted by me.
Absolutely. And so the Kiki ball, the mainstream ball, the main event, and then the aftermath. And then also on the 16th is my birthday, which is always a movie. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do, but you know I can promote it the day before and it's gonna still go down. I'm still working on some stuff. Also, and Miss Thing's birthday coming up. She got a flyer out already.
And I want to see everybody there, all my sisters, all my ballroom girls.
You have to come dressed like Shrek.
There's an all pink
The
up
Shrek
there.
characters. Lord Farquaad.
There's an all pink up there. It's definitely, I definitely want to see a lot of people in the building, especially from ballroom. So,
Promote your own party, girl.
I just
Forget about that.
that's what my dad here for, so he gonna promote it for ballroom side. But all my hood rat bitches don't know what the fuck is that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But you Zoey yourself right now.
I'm Zoey with the fucking P at all. I'm Zoey with the fucking P at all time.
Well, I thank everybody for coming. This was a blessed episode. Y'all stay tuned for my next people that's coming up. I can't say right now, but y'all stay tuned on the week coming up, and I'll let y'all know. Thank y'all.
Deuces.
Play the real pressure. I gotta get my fat ass up and go turn it off though.